Welcome to tonight's episode of Managing Director Diaries. I'm Gareth. I'm a business owner based in North Wales. I own several seven-figure businesses, so I'm a pretty busy guy, and I know a little bit about business. So if you're new here, welcome. It's been a bit of a crazy week. I think every week's crazy at the moment. There seems to be so much going on in the world and having to navigate a business. So we lost a member of staff this week. Had a few issues, but and it was the right decision for them to go. And unfortunately, if you run a business, sometimes you have to make these tough decisions for people and have those awkward discussions, and they go down a certain route, don't they? Shame had some great skills, but some things just, unfortunately. But a nice guy, and I sent him a voice note to say, listen, don't want to fall out. I think it's the right decision, what's ultimately happened, and wish him all the best. Life's too short to have enemies. I think it's just not worth it. But on a positive, we've got Toby starting on Monday, Laura starting on Monday, and we had Lauren start today. So we've got 3 new people in a few days, which is great. And we've got another job advert going out later, next week, once I've done the advert, for probably a full-time position, but the hours will drop probably in September, doing service and repair work. More servicing work, minor repair work, for our hot tub business. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know. The advert will be going on Indeed next week, and we'll be looking to fill that pretty quickly and start the training while we're really busy this summer. So yeah, we're going the right way. We've got lots of things going on. There's lots of exciting things going on behind the scenes. We've been on the carbon zero side. The inquiries have picked up. It's a bit of a strange world. The solar coaster is alive and kicking. Yes, that is such a thing. The solar coaster. It sounds great. I put it on LinkedIn, and Nina, bless her, who's I've known Nina for many years in business. I think she actually thought it was a roller coaster. So she thought, oh, that sounds great. I said, it's not what you think. And the solar coaster, for people in the industry, isn't great. So when I mean the solar coaster, it's the industry is very up and down. That's what I mean. So it's a very turbulent industry. There's always something going on. And that's the reason why I set up the leisure business in 2015, is because I wanted a normal business. And and here we are today. 10 years later, I'm still doing hot tubs. 16 years later, I'm still doing solar panels. It's been a bit of a journey, and it's been quite stressful. Managing two businesses is pretty stressful. But it's not just two. As you know, I've got several businesses, some bigger than others. But yeah, you may say, what is the end goal? There is an end goal, and I'll share it one day if anyone's interested. But so I've just got an advert boosted on Facebook for a new product. We've started doing mini pools. So I've just boosted that to see what interest we've got, especially with all this nice weather. So Neil, my sales director, said, do you know what, we need to get an advert out. So I thought, do you know what, belting idea, I'll get an advert out. So Neil, thank you for the idea. And the advert is now live, and I'm getting an awful lot of likes. So I'm going to get a pool fitted at my house in the next 2-3 weeks, which would be cool. I've got a new sauna going in, and we're redoing the sort of area at the back. I'll do a video on that separately, I think, what I'm doing to the garden. I'm going to open up the back area, which is my current sauna and storage area, and make it into a sort of mini outdoor cinema area. So that'll be pretty cool, with the pool in front. So that should be great. So looking forward to that. Looking for that to go and installed, and getting that finished off. And I need, with the new pools, I need somewhere to show off and get some pictures and stuff for Instagram and social media and TikTok to show it off. It's all great having these new products, but I've got one picture and it's pretty average. It looks okay, but you know, when you're selling the dream, you got to have the imagery, and you ain't got the imagery or the videos or the media, you're going to struggle to sell. So I need to get my garden up to standard, so we can use that for its imagery. And we'll get probably some models, and I don't mean female models like that. They might be like a family or something to take some pictures, and might be some pictures of children in the pool and splashing away, which all sounds a bit weird when I say it like that, but imagery for obviously like professional photography imagery of showing children splashed around, enjoying themselves, that sort of thing, to use as part of the sales advertising, because the mini pools are more designed around children because they're not massive and they're not deep. So anyway, that's something. So yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment, an awful lot going on. Pretty stressful times, but isn't business anyway? Isn't business anyway? It's just stressful. So I've had quite a few people comment on my last post about business, and yeah, I think a lot of business owners do struggle silently, and I wish they didn't, because it is a really lonely world. And Jin, he commented saying that he used to work on his own in his bedroom, and it's lonely. It's lonely if you're in that situation. You know, you need to get out and see people. And do you know what? One of the best things I could tell people, if you are self-employed, whether you're a tradie or whatever it is, working from home, self-employed, small business owner, join a networking group. Join a networking group. So Nina, she's been out the game for a few years. She put her career on hold with a family. She's starting up Free to Network, so it's great to see Nina back in the local business game. So good luck with everything, Nina. But Nina's just one person. You've got the BNI network. I've done lots of videos before about BNI. I'm not on commission with BNI. I'm just talking from personal experience that I found, for me, it was a fantastic business launch, career launch. There's so many hidden benefits to BNI. So a lot of the people I deal with today came through BNI. My main email website, some of my website stuff is all BNI. Paul Levy from Live Tech, been dealing with Paul for 16 years. There's, who else we got? John Bowden, financial advisor, known John, nearly 20 years. Who else we got? I'm getting told off now for forgetting certain people. Andrea, my solicitor, known her in BNI 15 years probably, 16 years, something like that. So there's a lot of people around me who I do business with still, who have come from BNI networks, and it's got me into some fantastic opportunities and fantastic work. But it's the confidence you get. With my role as the president of the Federation Master Builders for Wales, a lot of the things I learned from running a meeting at BNI, I use at the board meetings for the Federation Master Builders. Just knowing the etiquette and the forum to host a meeting. So that's pretty interesting. So I'd highly recommend anyone to join a networking group. Like I said, BNI is a great platform. It's finding the right one that suits your business. And but I've always said about BNI, it's very structured, and I like that. So yeah, it's interesting times at the moment. It's interesting times, new people, new faces, lots going on. Lots of my existing team working very, very hard. Management team working very, very hard. It is a turbulent industry. The leisure industries, it's a difficult situation. Energy prices are still high. Consumer confidence is low. The economy has grown 0.1%. We're arguably again heading into recession, but you can feel it. I've been in business a good few years now. You can feel it when it's not quite right. And there's just so much going on in the world. Whenever we have an issue in the world, like a war, people stop spending because they're unsure what's going to happen, especially nowadays. The last time that it all kicked off in Ukraine, look what happened to energy prices. So I think people are a little bit more reserved. I get that completely. We're finding people are taking longer to make decisions. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and we're doing working our hardest, and yeah, navigating the challenges, but trying to create jobs and making people happy along the way. That's the plan. So that's it for tonight. You might see me over the weekend. I'll probably do something to explain my garden again in a bit more detail, but thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all very soon.